Well, here we go again, reviewing another insta-famous place thanks to the World Wide Web. And the National Park Service couldn't care less. They refused to designate this as an official trail. In fact, the moment you step off the trail, they'll be sure to let you know that. So this is an off-trail adventure. So let's get into it. So Delta Lake, where is it? Well, it's located within the Grand Teton National Park. And to get there, you're going to want to take the Teton Park Road just south of the Jenny Lake Visitor Center onto the Lupin Meadows Road. You're going to follow this road to the end of the road to the Lupin Meadows Trailhead. But don't get discouraged when you get to the trailhead because it's likely going to be packed. Now, this trailhead is also the trailhead for numerous other hikes in the area. So that doesn't mean everyone that's parked at the trailhead is going to the same place as you, but likely a lot of them are going to the same place as you. This is a popular hike. So what are the trail stats? Well, the trail is only 7.6 miles round trip with a total elevation gain of 2,300 feet. And to start this hike, the trail is going to start off relatively flat on a wide trail. It's going to do this for around a third of a mile. And after that point, the trail is going to start to climb slightly, a little bit more through the trees. At about 1.3 miles, the trail is going to start heading west. And it's going to start climbing a lot more moderately steep. And keep note of the grade here because this same grade is going to be consistent all the way until you jump off the trail, which is kind of nice to be able to kind of set your pace. But at this point, you're going to start climbing up through the trees on kind of a knife ridge through here. But also keep watch for wildlife because there's a lot of wildlife in this area. At the end of the knife ridge, you're going to reach an intersection and you're going to go straight on the Garnet Canyon Trail. This is going to take you up towards Delta Lake. And from here, the trail starts to do long switchbacks as it makes its way up the hill. And you're kind of going to be transversing between meadows and trees, which is really, really nice, especially in that mid-morning sun. You get really hot as you're working your way up the hill. So it's nice that you're going to have at least a little bit of shade. But the meadows through here are beautiful, and the views down to Taggart and Bradley Lakes are also fantastic. After about 1.3 miles of climbing very steadily and quite moderately steeply up the hillside, you're going to reach another intersection, and you're going to want to go straight. This turns into the Amphitheater and Sunrise Lakes Trail. And shortly after you reach this intersection, you'll reach another switchback. And this is the switchback that you're going to jump off of to go towards Delta Lake. So this is where your off-trail adventure is going to begin. And the first thing you'll notice is the trail will descend steeply. And as soon as you drop down, there's a sign basically from the National Park Service that says that this is an off-trail adventure and to be prepared, which you're going to be anyway because you're out hiking in the woods, right? Right. So from here, the trail pretty much kind of goes up and down in side hills for a little ways until you kind of break out into a large boulder field. And from the boulder field, you're pretty much going straight up the hill from here. If you cross the main creek, you've gone too far. You're not going to cross that creek. You're going to be on the left side of the creek as you're making your way up the hill. So when you reach the top of that bench, the trail flattens out abruptly. You go a couple hundred feet and you're rewarded with the amazing view of Delta Lake. And it is absolutely stunning. So let's start breaking this hike down. What are the things that I loved about this hike? Well, obviously the lake. The view at the lake is amazing. I mean, it's simply amazing. It speaks for itself. And an added bonus is the color of the lake is that glacier tilt from a glacier that's kind of on the side of Grand Teton. It's just absolutely stunning scene. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. I also really appreciated the grade of the trail. I know that's like kind of a silly thing, but it's really nice that the grade of the trail was pretty consistent to where you bailed off. It really allows you to kind of get a really good pace as you're climbing up that hill. And as you're climbing up that hill, the view down to Bradley and Taggart Lakes is simply beautiful. And the meadows are gorgeous too. There's lots of wildflowers, lots of wildlife as well. And nobody really talks about the hike in, but the hike in is actually pretty enjoyable. So as amazing as that view is, there's a few things here I have to address. One, it's crowded. Obviously, from the trailhead itself, you can tell that this is probably going to be a popular hike. And it is. And with the topography of the lake itself, it's so steep going down to the lakes that it leaves very little area for people to kind of spread out. And if you're coming here in the middle of the summer and then you're sharing this area with hundreds of other people, it's going to get pretty claustrophobic. I mean, as beautiful as the view is, those crowds, the tight space, there's no real good place to kind of lounge around very well. It's spread out. So with that, I rate this hike all day, every day. I have to share this story with you. This is one of those really satisfying karma stories that you love watching. It's one of those. So when I was climbing the really steep section of Delta Lake, I caught up to these 5 young college kids. They look like college jocks, bunch of buddies.
Hey, what?
You know the type. They wouldn't let me pass. Kind of annoyed at first, but kind of like just brushed it off because I was kind of in my zone just wanting to get up this really steep hill. And before I knew it, I was only following one of them. Where'd everyone go? And I looked down the hill and they're all keeled over catching their breath and he left his friends. Dude, really? At this point, I'm annoyed. So I'm like, all right, you know what?
Oh, you want to play? Come on.
I'll play. Let's play. So I'm following him. I'm right on his butt going up this hill. And I'm watching him and I'm like, yeah, he's starting to stumble a little bit. I don't think he's going to make it. And then it happened.
Holy cow, I'm totally going so fast. Ah!
I mean, he didn't just biff it. I mean, he biffed it hard. And so I immediately was like, dude, are you okay? And he was like, I'm fine. And I was like, no, dude, seriously, are you okay? I'm fine. Oh, all right, well, have a good day. I mean, at the end of the day, it's called trail etiquette. If someone's going faster than you, just has a faster pace, just let them go by. I mean, he was fine. His ego wasn't. But I'm really excited to share my next video because it's really focused more on the wildlife of the Grand Tetons. And it's one of the things the Grand Tetons is really known for, is really good wildlife. So I'm excited to share that with you. So if you like this video, hit a like, hit a subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.